Hey you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would come and do a quick video talking about these three palettes because clearly I have become obsessed and I've bought all three. I haven't bought much in the way of eyeshadow for the last year. In 2019 I didn't buy very many palettes at all, but I bought the Nude Light, loved it so much I bought the Medium, loved it so much I then bought the Rich. But I have quite a few things to tell you about them. First thing I want to say is this is not an in-depth video insofar as I'm not going to do swatches of every single shadow in here. There are so many videos out there where people are doing swatches, but I just want to tell you my feelings on these and whether I think you need them all or one, or you know, that kind of thing, and some things that have happened. So the first one, they're £27 by the way per palette, and the first one I bought was this one, the Nude Light. I bought this because I had actually tried, I forgot about this, but I tried this palette, the Topaz Obsessions. And I had found it to be really lovely and really quite unusual colours. Although they look fairly standard, on the eyes they seem to be really different. So I thought, let me try this Nude Light palette because it looks beautiful. So when I bought it, I took it home and I lifted the palette up from the table and all this fell out onto my vanity. I managed to put it back in. You may remember because I showed you this in a haul, I think. I put it in, put some alcohol in and smushed it together and it seemed to be fine, but it's fallen out again. And so this is what I'm left with. And I wanted to point that out because that has happened on two palettes that I've seen online. I've seen two people separately and one on Instagram actually. So three people in total have had this happen with their palette where the eyeshadows have fallen out and not even, you know, when going to use them. The reason I want to tell you that is because I think if you're going to buy it, if you can at all, then obviously go to a store so that you can easily take it back. Or I suppose, or check what the returns policy is of where you're buying it from, you know. That being said, I bought this from Harvey Nichols in Edinburgh and I did want to take it back, but it happened the day I got it and I wasn't going to be back in Edinburgh for another month. So I just thought I would put up with it. So I started off, I tried this colour and it looked lovely. I then tried this color here and I just thought it was insanely beautiful. It's just a color unlike anything else I've got, and that's saying something because I really love those kind of peachy colors, but this is like a really light peachy pink and it's just, it looks so beautiful. I thought that's really unusual and I'm so happy when that happens because, you know, the worst thing that can happen is you use them and go, oh, I've already got all of these, they're nothing special, you know. But this surprised me, and yeah, I'm really glad. And I like the fact that I could use all the colours for crease colours, and then it's got this lovely cream colour. The matte colours in here are absolutely beautiful as well. And I have done a matte look with this, and I'm not that into mattes. I don't think I took a picture of it though, but I used this colour down here on my lid, and that was also beautiful. So this one I loved. As soon as I started using it, I thought, I'm going to get another one of these, but I'm not sure which one yet. What I did notice, however, was fallout, but I really wanted to explain that because I have had it happen with the other palettes. But I think people think that I'm talking about fallout when I'm using it, and I'm not. There is some fallout when I'm using it, but that's not a huge problem because I have managed, like, so for example, this morning I have used this and I did have to clean up under my eyes. And then, you know, go back over again with my foundation. It looks like I've used concealer under my eyes. I haven't, honestly. I went back in with my Urban Decay foundation. I did use a powder on top. That's maybe why it looks a bit lighter. Anyway, I cleaned up underneath. And what I have started doing is using the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, the setting spray over my eyes and just letting that set. Like as soon as I've done my eyeshadow, before I've even put on my eyeliner or anything, I've put it on top of my eyeshadow and waited for it to dry. Because the fallout in these is after for me. And I found that happened with, who were they? Stila. You know the Stila Glitter and Glow? The liquid shadows in the with the little doe foot. Not only on the glitter ones, but even on the ones that are shimmer. I can't remember what they were called, but I had some of those. And they would go on and look absolutely stunning. But the fallout within a couple of hours, there was kind of sparkles all under my eyes. So I've tried two things with these. Like I said, the setting spray, and I've also tried the Anastasia. I bought the Anastasia eye primer. Wow, that stuff, you only need the tiniest amount. I'm not sure the eye primer helps that much. I bought it because one of the reviews I was watching to look at swatches and decide which palette to get next, she said she had a problem with fallout until she used the Anastasia primer, and that's changed her eyeshadow life. I've got it and it's nice. It's so pigmented. You literally need the tiniest little dot of it. But to me, it dries down too quickly. I like an eye primer that stays a little bit tacky with eyeshadows because I feel like it makes them shinier. However, using a primer and then using the setting spray with these seems to have helped a lot. And the fallout isn't under my eyes until the end of the day. And I'm kind of okay with that. You know, that happens with a lot of shimmery, sparkly eyeshadows. But I wanted you to be aware of all these things. And like I said, I have actually experienced that with all three palettes, the fallout under my eyes, even on the ones, like there's one in here. Where's the red one that I used? That one there, that doesn't even look that shimmery, but I did have fallout from that underneath my eyes, kind of, you know, in the afternoon where I put my makeup on in the morning. That's the only downside that I have for all of these shadows. I find them to be absolutely beautiful, and I have worn nothing, I don't think anything else other than maybe one day I put a Colourpop top coat on because I was going to film a Colourpop video, but since getting this one a few weeks ago, I've used nothing but these, you know, and looked forward to getting my medium one and then looked forward to getting the rich one. So let me show you this one compared to the medium. So I decided to go for the medium next because I thought, you know, the idea is that the light is for light skin, the medium is for medium skin, and obviously I've got light skin, so I thought this one would be more suitable. Today I have on this colour. That is the colour that is all over my lid. And then I used this colour in the crease. Yeah, that colour in the crease and that colour in the outer corner. And it's funny because when I put the colours on, I actually think, wow, this is really red. You know, this is not, although they're called nude obsessions, they're not natural. They're certainly not natural. They are really quite bold nudes, if that makes sense. But those are the colours in there. So I would say that when I saw these two together, I was like, yeah, I'm okay with getting this because there's that sort of pinky red in the corner that I don't have in here. Or I mean, maybe that would have been a bit of a pinky red, who knows? And I was happy that this was different enough, you know. The reason I didn't go straight and just buy the medium and the rich is I wanted to see if with the medium one, I also found the colours to be unique. You know, I thought that maybe it was just a fluke that this one looked very unique. But the first colour I used, I think, was this one here. And it did look very unique. I did think, I don't have colours like this. And actually, when I first put it on, I put that on, and I think I used that in the crease. I thought, wow, again, this is really, really red and it's really bold. It's bigger than I thought. I don't think I'm going to like this look. But by the time my makeup was finished, I did actually like the look. And I thought, yes, it is very unique. I'm going to go for the rich one. Now, the rich one, I've only had, oh, actually, did I use that one? No, I didn't. I definitely used the medium this morning. I was just swatching that. What's the one I used from that? The rich one only arrived a couple of days ago and I've only used it once, but I think I could have done without this one. I don't see anything particularly unique there. I used that one there, I think, and I can't even remember what I thought of it. I'm getting a bit confused now, but these, I think that one is probably a bit too dark for me. I think I'll like it, but I think it's a bit too dark for my skin tone. That one, I think I can duplicate in the light palette. Just looking at this one, I think this is the one that I will use the least. I am going to try them all. I'm going to try the mattes. I'm going to really experiment with it because, like I said, they are really, really lovely shadows. But I think that the rich one is the one I will probably use the least. So I don't think that you need all three of these, honestly. I think the medium and rich are very close, and I think that will be down to your taste in colours. You know, have a look at them together and see which one the colours appeal to you. But I think that if you were going to buy any one, regardless of skin tone, I would say go for the light, because I feel like that is the prettiest one of them all, if you like. And it's also got not the biggest range of colours, but it's not samey at all, you know. And it's got that lovely cream in the middle that you can use on your brow. So like I said, they are £27. I got mine from Cult Beauty, I think. I'll link it below for you anyway. And I'm obsessed with them. It's a good name for them, Nude Obsessions. And that's not like me. I don't know whether it's because, you know, I told you guys I had my Botox a little while ago. So although it looks like that's what it's done to my eyebrows, it hasn't, because if I don't talk, then my eyebrows are, you know, are at a normal length, but a normal height, sorry. But it has actually, I think, made a difference to my eyes. But I haven't been really that bothered about eyeshadow. I've not been as passionate about eyeshadow for a good year, since really having my surgery on my eyes. But since discovering these palettes, it's almost like I've fallen back in love with shadows again, you know. And I am still loving my cream shadows, of course, but these have just gone, yeah, I do still love powder eyeshadows. And I feel like I could just, you know, like if there was a fire now, I'd probably grab these and go, well, I don't know, I don't mind about the other palettes, you know. So I hope that was useful. Like I said, I wanted to do a bit of a different video because there's so many swatches videos and tutorial videos. You guys often ask me for tutorials of my eyeshadow. I generally don't do them. So many reasons. I might be able to do one in here, I suppose, if I got a little table. But I have done a video on how I apply my eyeshadow. And honestly, I do it like that 99% of the time. So I'll link that video for you and you can just replace, you know, the crease colour with this crease colour, the lid colour with the shimmer colour, etc, etc. The point of that video was to cover any eye looks I do. I just wanted to give you that extra information about there is a bit of fallout. Sometimes the shadows are falling out of the cases, so be aware of that. But they are really, really pretty. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've bought any of them, what your favourite ones are. And I think that that's given me back the desire to buy more makeup. I've got things in my basket from Illamasqua. Wow, look at that sun now. See, that's no good, is it? I wonder if it will go in a minute. But if I shut the curtain, I'll be too dark. I think it's going to go behind a cloud. Let's hope it's going to go behind a cloud. You don't really have to hope for a cloudy day normally, do you? But okay, it's gone in a bit. What was I going to say? Yeah, I've got things in my basket. I think it's on Look Fantastic, which is the Illamasqua. There's two blushes. One is in Nymph and one is in Katie. Katie's the one I really want because it's the lightest pink and it looks so beautiful. But Nymph is on sale and it's actually £7 cheaper. And I think I might like that one, but I think it's just a little bit too bright for me. But like I said, I think these have kind of given me back a bit of passion for makeup this year. So we'll see what happens going forwards. I better start saving my pennies. Okay, that's everything. I'll list all of my makeup in the description. Thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you again soon.